Let's go back to the U.S. to Wisconsin.
Okay.
All right. And talk about a man, 52-year-old, who would fake heart attacks to get out of paying cab fares and $23 steak dinners at Applebee's.
Now, I love this story because, first of all, this douche has been doing it the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, everywhere. He's like, playing a video arcade. No, okay, you got to put the quarter in to be able to play anyway. But just for whatever, you can buy some gum. And he's like, oh, no. Okay, all right, here, let me take the gum, and he goes home, right? He fakes the heart attack. And he's been doing it over and over, so he wants to go to Applebee's to get a steak dinner.
Right.
First, he takes a cab there. He's what's steak dinner? I got a heart attack, right? And the he's like, oh, what a pain in the ass. And he leaves, right?
He just leaves him.
I guess, right? Mm-hmm. And then he goes into Applebee's and has a steak dinner for $23, which, by the way, is pretty reasonable. Mm-hmm. Now I'm thinking like Applebee's. Maybe that's the way to go. Anyway, at the end of dinner, he's like, so they bring in the ambulance and they drive his ass to the hospital. I mean, this is a lot of expense, right, for everybody else for his stupid $23 steak dinner. And then when he gets to the hospital, the doctor's like, wait a minute, this is the same son of a bitch that had 4 heart attacks this week. He's like, this guy's not having heart attacks, he's faking it. So that's when they catch him. And he could face like 9 months in jail and a $10,000 fine. I can just see it now, where Bubba comes up to him and he's like, you look good, boy. And he's like, well, I can have a heart attack.
But, I mean, obviously right there, it's very apparent that you're faking a heart attack, It doesn't look realistic. I wonder how he fakes it,
right.
Where he could get away with it. Because he's done it over and over again. So he must be at least somewhat good. How do you fake a heart attack where it looks believable? I mean, this guy should put all that energy into being an actor or something.
Yeah, let's see. You know what? Let me try to do a realistic one. Okay? Let's see if I can do it.
Go.
What? God, I have a heart attack! all right. By the way, that's always a thing with the criminals. Okay? Why bother, man?
Right.
If you put half that energy into getting a job, you'd be so much better off.
That's so true.
But these criminals, half the time they're so dumb, and they work so hard at being so dumb. And it takes all this energy and effort to be like, what is and then they leave. Just get a job, dude. Get a job. And then you can eat at Applebee's at your comfort, you know. And you might be able to even buy a car so you can drive yourself around.
I'm sure this isn't some homeless guy who isn't making any money. I'm sure he has a job. He's just a cheap ass who doesn't want to pay for his $23 steak dinner. And by the way, Applebee's, to get a $23 bill, it's not that, what do you call it? Applebee's is it's not expensive. So he must have got a dessert and all this stuff, fancy drink.
Steak? I mean, steak and a Coke will get you to $23.
Dude, you can get a steak dinner at Denny's for $7.99. It doesn't matter.
Really?
Yeah,
that's awesome. Makes me want to go to Denny's. Now, the other thing is, if you're going to fake the heart attack, I think I'm in the reverse camp here. I think that bill should at least be $78. I mean, if I know I'm doing the heart attack thing, I'd be like, all right, yeah, let's warm this thing up. Let me go ahead and get a French onion soup. Let me get a Caesar salad. Let me get the steak. Little, au gratin potatoes on the side, and
those are good.
Yeah. Go ahead now, get me some banana, shake or whatever it is, the banana cream sundae thing or whatever.
But isn't it insane how ridiculously cheap people are? It's ridiculous how cheap people are.
No, but that's the thing is, it's like if you're poor, I get it, right? Except get a job.
Yeah.
Get a job. All right. I'm beginning to sound like a Republican.